everyone, today I'll be reviewing this movie dropped on Apple Plus TV. It's called The Family Plan, and this movie is starring Mark Wahlberg. It is directed by Simon Ceylon Jones, and when I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought this movie looked like I have seen this kind of movie before, and after watching this movie, I felt like this movie wasn't that bad, honestly. The trailer looked like, this movie, you have seen 1,000 times before, but actual movie, it is quite like funny at a time, especially the family story, center of the family story. I thought it was a good, well done. Well, it's not that like great, but it's not bad either. I thought it was okay, especially I didn't like, I guess the only thing about this movie, the twist toward the end it had, I was like, that was like, when I saw that twist, I was like, that's gonna be really hard to make it all work, because the twist is really huge. When you go to that, you are like, whoa. So I didn't like the twist about the character in this movie. Maggie Q, she's also in this movie. The minute Maggie Q, she shows up in this movie, you know that she is his ex-girlfriend, because she is a Maggie Q, and the role she was playing in this movie, not once I believed her. If this was someone else in this, like some unknown actress, I could have believed her. So some of the twist does not work because of who they casted in this movie, I'll say. But overall, actually, this movie, it is quite entertaining. The story is nothing new, but some of the scene is quite heartfelt when it goes to. I was like, whoa, this is really like I like that. Often movie, like especially all the family scene, family tension, you don't buy them. But this one, some of the scene, especially the last act when these kids, they really like Mark Wahlberg, and I was like, whoa, that made sense. Especially Mark Wahlberg, he's actually, I feel like he maybe have played this kind of character before, this devoted husband and a father. I don't think I have seen him playing a dad to a teenager kid. I don't think so. But he did good. He does good job, this kind of role. He did another movie with that actress. He was playing, I guess, dad to a teenage daughter. Yeah, he has done it before. I do like when Mark Wahlberg, he tried to do different role. He tried to be different in this movie, which I liked it. But he's still Mark Wahlberg, he does all those things. Especially if you have seen M. Night Shyamalan movie, The Happening, how he talks like that. In this movie, he didn't do that. I overall quite enjoyed this movie, especially all the teen drama. It was quite believable. Like, they were not that annoying, and their backstory was quite believable, and the boy, his backstory was believable. For me, I was thinking this movie, like, should I say half of this movie will take place in Las Vegas, like from the trailer look of it, but it's not. It's kind of like they go to this cross-country drive, and they take you this Iowa, this state. I never been to Iowa or Colorado, but seeing the scenery, it was interesting. But I've been to Arizona, so some of this landscape is actually quite pretty. And of course, once he goes to Las Vegas, you are like, yes, we are finally in Vegas. A lot of people will be waiting when we are going to Vegas. It does take a little time to go there, but once he goes to Vegas, yeah, all this Vegas stuff this movie I liked, because I love going to Vegas, one of my favorite places, and I never been to Buffalo, but this movie tries so hard to show you Buffalo is a nice place, but what I hear, Buffalo is not that interesting. But I think they probably paid, like this movie probably got paid from Iowa, Buffalo, and Las Vegas. I think these cities, they paid Apple Plus, I feel like, because there is a lot of advertising, and when you're watching it, like, you didn't even know this thing exists there in those cities. This movie brings you that, although I didn't mind, but it was sometimes quite obvious these people, they paid Apple Plus. And even there was one scene where the bottle goes so slowly, I was like, they paid them. Also, I think Honda, they also paid Apple Plus TV. This movie has a lot of advertising, and they are all in your face. You're like, yes, they paid them, and yeah, that was like, that's how it's streaming movies goes these days. And that was my thought on this. I think it's quite entertaining, and that was my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie. If you enjoyed this review, don't watch my other reviews on other movies. If you enjoy this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.